So it was late night when I was about sleeping, and I had this notification on my WhatsApp, like someone sent me a message, but it was an unknown person. Okay, so I tried to open my WhatsApp page to read what the person was trying to send. I was like, "Hello, sir. I enrolled in your Python programming course on Udemy. It was a great one. Thanks for the knowledge, but I would like you to help me with a question." And the question was like, can you create an array with 100,000 random numbers and display them using a histogram with 100 bars? So when I saw the 100 bars, I thought it's like a rap game, like I'm going to give some raps, like 100 bars. I was like, oh yo, what the fuck is going to happen? Going to rap 100 bars? Don't know, it was just a programming question, so I just need to relax, and I just reply the person within 2 minutes. Yeah, I think some seconds. Yeah, like, thanks for enrolling in the course. I appreciate. I was like, can you hold on for 10 minutes so I could sort you out? So what I did was I came back to my laptop at the same time, because I was already on my laptop trying to do some stuff and trying to learn some new stuff. Okay, so I just opened my Python project using my IDE called the PyCharm. And what I did was, first it was an empty project, as you could see here. So I went to file and tried to create a new file, okay, based on this question. Okay, so I created a new file, which was a Python file. Okay, and all I did was give it a name. So he said I should create 100,000. Okay, the question was like, create 100,000 random numbers. So let's save this as 100,000. Okay, so let's say 100,000 numbers. That'll be our file name, and I just created a Python file. Okay, now after creating this, all I needed to do was, the question was, can you create an array with 100,000 random numbers and display them using a histogram with 100 bars? So I need to do first thing. So with my IDE environment where I'm working, which is the PyCharm, what I needed to do was to import a module, a library in Python called the NumPy at first. So I imported, okay, NumPy. Perfect. Now I imported NumPy because when you're working with this kind of question, you need to use some numbers within your code so that you'll be able to fulfill the question the person asks. So what he asked again was, after that we should plot on a histogram. So to use a histogram, okay, we need to import another library called the matplotlib. Okay, so all you need to do is to import matplotlib or matplotlib. Sorry, I said matplotlib. So matplotlib.pyplot. Okay, so since I can't use all this in my code, I gave it an alias called plt, so that anytime I call the plt, is the same thing like calling the matplotlib.pyplot. Okay, so the first thing I did was here, and I just store the numbers I'm going to use right here in a variable called x. And what I needed to do was just use numpy.randomize, okay, the uniform, because I am going to do what? I'm going to use numbers to plot those on the histogram, where I'm going to show to the person, like, this is my final product from the question you asked. So I will use what? NumPy, which is what I imported, because you know first when you imported it didn't show anything here, but since I use it in my code, okay, it started to populate or pop up for you to know that now it is being active for it to be used in our code. So I'm going to randomize over 100,000 okay numbers. So I'm going to use a sample number, which is this is 0. Then let me use two numbers, 0 and 5.0. okay, so the zeros will be on one bar and the 5 to also be in another bar, and the number he wants me to randomize was 100,000. okay, I think the zeros are okay. Yep, I think that's it. So now what we need to understand is that in the question he also said we should use what and display them using a histogram with 100 bars. So what I need to do is to use plt okay the hist stand from histogram. okay, so the plt is on the matplotlib.pyplot. okay, so instead of me using all this library here, I'll just use the alias as plt here. So you put x to stand for those numbers, then you should represent what 100 of what bars, and that is. So after that I just need to show my plot. The show, what am I showing? I need to show the final product right here. So this is all the code you need to write. Okay, that's 1 2 3 4 5, and let's run the program and let's see what happened. So I'll run the program as 100,000 numbers and let's see what happened. So you could see it started running, and now this is our final output. So you could see those 100 bars here. Okay, and this 5 represent what? Those 5. Let me try to let's go to view and zoom in so you see appearance. Let's go to presentation mode so that you could see what you're trying to do. Okay, so yeah, this is what this number, when I come down here and try to bring this out, okay, so this is the final product of what we just did, which was this one. Okay, so this is just the number of lines of code we needed to write just to print out. Let me try to exit this view since you've already see what I was trying to do. So let me exit this full screen, and now let me bring this up so that you could see these are the bars. See the 100 bars. We just plot x on the histogram using what this library called matplotlib.pyplot, and that was it. So all I need to do is I'll just screenshot this and send it to him with the code. Okay, so what I'll do is to copy this code and just screenshot this, so I can just put it here and screenshot this and send it to him. So I'll just tell him this is what the code and this is your histogram. So let me try to minimize it a bit. Okay, I think that is all, so that we could see this, and all I will do is to just screenshot with I think letter 3. Perfect, just screenshot it, and I think that's all. We're done. That's all. Just in Python. Just be quick, be sharp. That's all. We're done. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Take care. Now see you soon. Goodbye.